Hey, this is my first trial of starting the streaming. I'm trying to figure out how to set up my camera. Maybe I'll do better next time. But anyway, this is the first session I'm doing live. Today is Ekadeshi, 11 days. Ek means 1, Dashi is 10. So it's 11th day after lunar cycle. And Parama Guru is my ultimate teacher. My ultimate teacher is Lakshmi. She's the mother of fortune, all imagined, perceived, fantasized fortunes in the world. So we become fortunate, okay? And she has a nurturing aspect and also knowledge aspect. But her purpose, the one I'm working with, is to create sweet memories. And the reason I am doing this is last night I did a video called Resolving Guilt, and I wanted to say something else about why I did that video. I was walking along, I do wound care in the nursing homes, and I came across my friend. She was little off, and I could tell like something has been bothering her, and she's been like this for 2-3 weeks. It's not something I've noticed. And before that, she was very bubbly and stuff. So I really wanted to understand what's going on. And then my teacher, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda, I love him. I mean, like, it's like, this is something, my soul is so connected to him. So I don't even have to use logic. It's magic. Okay. So I always work through him. And one of the things I have found is, even before I met him, I was a clairvoyant. And I think in energy, he has been working with me for a long time. But when I met him, the way I used to do healings were a little different than now. And Jen has over time watched me, changed my techniques. So last time when I did the healing for her, I was reading it differently. And since then, I did Nitya Kriya Yoga, which is a 5-day program. And in this, he goes over 5 different body types. So I think before I met him, I was a little bit in that pain body, and he pulled me to cosmic body, which is pure pleasure, joy layer. Be blissful, that's what he calls it. So I always read from that space. But then after the Nitya Kriya Yoga, uh, actually, even before, he puts us in that Ananda Gandha space. It's like, if I have to use a term that I hope you guys forgive me, it's having cellular orgasm. That's the way I call it. The Ananda Gandha space. Oh, it's so pure bliss space everywhere. It's like how you get the tingly butterfly when you're in love. You will get it everywhere. Like all your face, hands, and whole body will be tingling. If you're in the right zone, that is. And you feel like so immersed in that bliss. And I actually did see that space in many other places as well, meaning like I once was in Jamaica and I saw it in the belly of Jesus Christ, the Anandagandha space. But and my previous teacher, Master Chawakuksui, explored it further to become socially highly synthesized human being. It's called Arhatic Yoga. And when I met my Sadguru, His Holiness Paramahansa Nityananda, his space was phenomenal. Like, it's like having the whole galaxy with you. So it's like really, like, the transition of energy was so beautiful. And so after Nitya Kriya Yoga, he showed me how to read the energy body, literally, like it is like Alice in Wonderland when she was looking into the mirror. So her whole face goes in same way. I could like peer inside the bodies and I could see. And that's how I did the reading in energy for Jen. But at the same time, I was also doing the healing, because the minute she says, heal me, she's already healed. So I'm just pretending to put my hands and stuff. And that's what my teacher jokes too. He says, you guys are doing nothing, just touching them. So you can pretend you're doing it and I'm doing all the work. And which is like kind of like very funny if you think about it. So I'm like kind of like, playing along the role, but I know it's already done. So I'm looking in and I asked which layer she was at, and I could see it was mental layer, which is associated with guilt. So I was telling her there's something going on with this guilt space, and that's what is draining her. But I also know guilt is about a past issue we haven't resolved. It's because we had a different value system then. We were focusing on, or rather, my teacher calls it integrated to something, meaning like we were bound by certain belief system that time. So we were not really working at the current level of intelligence and awareness. So it's like tough to go punish you for something you did in the past, but instead you use your past to heal your future. So instead of being stuck, you need to keep moving forward. This is what I understood. Okay. So I was telling her about that, and interestingly, it brought up I said, hey, that's where you're stuck. And she says, you know what? It's something to do with my cat. Something triggered a memory about our cat, and she felt she was not nice to this cat. I mean, that's what I think she said. I have to verify with her. So, and then for some reason, she said she went back and looked and she let somebody die. I wonder whether the cat died. So that's why the death issue took over. And so she felt one of her cousin or like friend was looking for help and she was not there to help him and he eventually died. And so she blames herself for two separate events. So that's why I came, and interestingly, right, like whenever I ask my teacher a question and I open this book, it's called Bhagavad Gita Decoded, it'll open up exactly where I want to get my answer from. And it opened up at 6:59. And the magical piece I'm going to tell you is it again, brought back the exact place I need to be. Like if you see here, it says about guilt. Like, what are the chances of me finding in a book the exact word I'm looking for? So that's what synchronicity is about. So, like, I found the exact answer she needed and I recorded it yesterday. And you can watch the video called Resolving Guilt. And I could see, immediately, like, how the first of all it was synchronous, and second thing is I didn't elaborate yesterday, but her initial feeling was guilt. Okay, whatever caused that feeling, I have no idea. Maybe she was working and she missed something, and so this triggered a memory first of the cat, and then that triggered the memory of cat dying because she felt she didn't take care. And then she goes back further, and who else died but her? Like, so she's creating relationship after relationship after relationship of this guilt feeling, right? So each one has to be clipped and processed separately. So each one has to be in a separate box, process that, go back, see what were you doing the day and why were you not able to attend. Maybe you were running late, like today I'm running late for my work, so I better get out, right? So I feel if you understand that it's the relationship that we are trying to build with the emotion that's not wholesome, that's causing all these breakdowns. So, this is going to be the theme. My whole purpose is to bring Positive Anonymous 12-step program to the next level, and resolving conflicts and resolving feelings, creating sweet memory would be the way to reestablish our current lifestyle with the sweetest memory. Because like my purpose, I feel, is to create sweet memories in people. So I am so grateful I came across my teacher who is pure sweetness. Oh my god, I cannot even compare to you guys. And I love you all, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. Love you. Okay, have a good day.